Welcome back, everybody. Pumpkin Thursday. But you're probably looking around and you're like, what is this? It's a different greenhouse, different plants. Or the plants just shrunk and the greenhouse shrunk. That's possible too.
This one has DIY windows.
This one doesn't have the shade cloth, and I had to cut holes because it gets extremely hot in here with plastic covering.
Yeah.
So, and some of these leaves have burned up. We've got some big leaves. So this is the same plant as the other two that are in the other greenhouse.
From the same seeds, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same seeds. And we got a little pumpkin. It's about the size of that one last week.
Yeah.
Just a little guy. But we're gonna have to fill this greenhouse up if we're gonna want that to get it big at all.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this is the regular Brad setup. The new Brad setup, that's what we're gonna go see here in a little bit. Old Brad setup, not the best. That's what only gets us 400-pound pumpkins. New Brad setup, maybe get us some monsters. That's what we're hoping for.
Yeah,
right?
hope so.
All right.
Okay, we're going to see the other one?
Let's go see the other ones.
Okay.
Remember the greenhouse from last year? This is it.
It looks so little.
I know, and I just put some little pumpkins in here. If you look, the plants are real tiny. They still put out good-sized pumpkins. I mean, not think this won't even get 100 pounds, unlike our others that are almost 100 pounds.
How much does that one weigh?
This one,
about as much as Sunday?
Pounds.
Oh, I thought it might weigh as much as Sunday.
Oh, 5 or 10 pounds. It's not that big. Just a little guy. But I put a big plant over there. That was a late one, just like I put another late one in the other greenhouse. So they're just growing. They're just growing. They aren't going to get us any prize winners, or they won't frighten children. And I don't know.
I don't know either.
But yeah, these are these. Not that impressive.
Just
thought we'd stop by.
Are these going to be a pumpkin patch?
Since I have like 800 pumpkins.
Are these going to be a pumpkin patch, or?
Yeah. It's
where you're growing a lot?
You know, extras.
A lot of
everybody
pumpkins.
gets a pumpkin.
Everybody. You want a pumpkin? You got a pumpkin.
You're watching, you subscribing, you get a pumpkin. That might not have that many pumpkins.
We only have 9.
But if we get a real big one, we'll cut it up into
yeah.
9 slices.
We'll make you a pumpkin pie.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We'll probably just buy you a pumpkin pie.
Faux show. Pumpkin pie. Delicious. Okay, on to the big greenhouse.
Okay.
Now we're going to the big greenhouse.
Let's go.
Well, this is what you got to do to make pumpkin videos. Mama can't wear because she gets sad.
I think
So
she got a
Daddy will
little
hold her
hot.
and talk about pumpkins.
Yeah.
Well, I cut back a pumpkin off because this is the size of what original pumpkin was.
Wow.
And now look at it.
That's after a week.
1 week of growth. Look at that
Oh my
sucker.
gosh. Oh my goodness.
Look how big. Look at her compared to the
Every week we'll just compare her to the pumpkin.
Compare her to the pumpkins. Maybe you can sit on it. But so we thought of a name for her, or I did. Irma.
That's
Last
a good name.
Gersh. Because when you see her, you're like, Irma Gersh! Irma Gersh, she's so big!
So big. Irma.
But good thing is she's pushing sand. That's what we want.
What?
Sand, pushing sand. The bigger they get, they push that sand out. We got a bunch of sand down. Boop, boop, boop.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's our plan. Push more sand. Push more sand.
Why is there
Push
sand?
more sand. Because that helps it slide as it goes. And we don't want the bottom to rot. So it
helps
keep
with it.
dry.
Expert
You
tip.
notice I set these up so I can put a cover over it so when it rains. By the way,
Nice.
for any of you gardeners out there, in the Oklahoma heat, like the last couple days, 100 degrees, buy shade cloth. You can get it on Amazon. It blocks 40% of the sunlight, and your plants love it. They're like, oh my gosh, Irma Gersh, it's so good.
Irma Gersh.
Irma Gersh, you should get
So
this.
good.
Yeah, so you should do it. if you're trying to grow anything in Oklahoma where we get a million degrees.
It's been pretty hot.
Yeah, and
Okay.
my leaves have stayed. I don't have any burnt up leaves out here or anything.
Yeah, that's awesome.
They're still really huge. All right,
Look at those healthy leaves.
let's try to make our way over to the other pumpkin. This will be interesting. Back with Baby Sunday and pumpkin number 2. We don't have a name for this pumpkin. Maybe you guys could help us, but this is the one, if you remember, the main vine broke off, but
Yes.
it's starting to grow.
It took.
It took, and it's growing.
It's about the size of a cantaloupe.
That other one is day 12.
Okay.
Irma is day 12. This one is day 7.
DPO or something.
Yeah.
Days.
DAP. Day
Oh.
after
D.
pollination. DEET, what we put on our arms
DAP.
to keep the skeeters off.
Okay.
Yep. So
Pretty sunset back there.
I'm gonna have to. There's a bunch of. I've got a leaf back there that's like 30 something inches. I measured it.
Oh, wow.
It's all the way in the bag. It's giant.
Yeah, they're getting
But
really
I'm gonna
tall,
have
too.
I have to start terminating some of these vines so it'll push all the juice to this gal.
Terminating.
Yeah, you cut off the ends. Otherwise, the plant just keeps growing and growing and doesn't push all the nutrients where we need it. We need the
Okay.
nutrients right here. I'm gonna dip my toes in the sand. Oh boy! Ooh, that's fun.
She like it?
She likes it as much as the pumpkin. Great. So yes, that is what we're gonna have to do. Is terminate. I got to get out here and I got to bury some more vines.
Wow.
If you see every section, I bury the vines.
Wow,
And they
it's really
reroot.
growing.
And it grows and grows. It's grown so far outside, out there, I had to
Yeah.
bury those vines out there.
You want us to call you the Terminator?
I'm the Terminator for pumpkin vines.
Yeah.
But since we have this one, we can't make the basement today. Because if you remember, the basement's a little crawl space. Till she learns to crawl, we can't get under there and show that pumpkin. But there is a new Babadook. That is true. Actually, we'll have to get a new name for the basement pumpkin, but you know,
Babadook 2 or
Babadook
something creative like
Ghost.
that.
Something like that.
Oh, Fee and Zach wanted a shout out.
You know what I'm gonna call Fee? Smashing Pumpkin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because she smashed my pumpkin at a Halloween party.
She thought it would be funny.
Yeah, she thought it was funny, and it's not funny to smash these things.
Yeah, and
Not
then
funny.
we were growing pumpkins in the front of our house for
Because of the seeds
the
stuck.
next year, I
Yep.
think.
Yep.
Thanks, Fee.
Thanks a lot. There's your shout out. All right, getting a little sweaty. Time to end. But next week, promise, basement pumpkin. We'll do it.
Yeah.
Do it. And hopefully these two will be twice their size or more. Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Sounds
Bye.
good.
Say bye, Sunday.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
See you next week.